100% of Cuba's eligible population has received at least one dose of a nationally developed COVID-19 vaccine.
This post received a score of 8,100, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Have there been any studies not published by the Cuban government on their vaccine's effectiveness?
The Cuban government does not allow for independent verification of its health data, including vaccines and medicine.
I wonder, I'm Canadian, do we allow independent verification? BC just reached 90% of eligible, is that verified by an outside source and not just our provincial government?
Someone else already responded, but to help clarify, they aren't talking about verifying the reported vaccination rate. They mean verifying trial data that the vaccine Cuba developed is safe and effective.
Gotta love all the people in this thread who are totally from Cuba, living in Cuba and with their entire family being Cuban, but when you click their profiles you see 100% of the comments in English and all they talk about is shit extremely specific to the US or even to certain US states. LMAO.
Bunch of Miami Cubans are bitter than their grandparents' factories and brothels were shut down or nationalized. Not saying the Cuban government isn't a dictatorship, but this bunch of so full of shit.
1% minus 2% of the entire population of Cuba left in 1980.
Is this information 100% correct?
Sure it is, as long as you don't count the unvaccinated. Let's hope it's effective. There is some work to be done on civil liberties, but Cuba has some things going for it in spite of no real natural resources aside from sugarcane, an embargo, and hurricanes. I have the utmost respect for many Caribbean nations that have built something out of nothing.
Greater than let's hope it's effective. If they're talking about Abdallah or Soberano, it is. From what I've read, these protein subunit vaccines check in at over 90% efficacy.
I abhor the PCC with a flaming passion, but even I'll acknowledge that they kinda hit it out of the park. It's a 3-dose regimen and they actually take natural immunity into account with the dosing. Both got COVID, Mill had a moderate case, Phil was asymptomatic. Mill was ineligible due to an abscess that developed on her arm from a cut, but that's since healed up so she'll get her jab the next time the wagon comes around.
They likely would have just invented different bullshit. Any overlap between things hardcore anti-vaxxers say and legitimate criticism of our vaccine approach is purely coincidental.
Cuba's health system is an inspiration to the world. What they are able to do with limited resources through the longest blockade in world history is truly amazing.
Greater than blockade, you mean embargo.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.